like a crazy man, but he's here somewhere, and you can watch the place. So where else can they watch besides my YouTube?
Hey, Reptile, I am inside the walls of the Army, everybody.
So it's streaming live on Facebook and YouTube. And where are we today?
We are at the Blue Springs Show Me Reptile show. As you can see, it's blowing up behind us. We got a lot of really cool stuff coming today, and a lot of it looks like this guy and this little sawed-off ugly kid from Kansas City.
You know, and the thing I think is, this actually slowed down a little bit. It was even busier early. I mean, it was packed house.
I talked to some people. They've already moved 6 or 7 snakes. People are coming in, getting what they're wanting, and they're going home to take care of their animals.
You know, before I go any further, one thing I gotta do, and I forgot to start with, but I gotta do it. For those of you who have been following the whole thing with Brian Barczyk and what he's going through, I gotta just take a moment and just be really public, man. I got nothing but respect and love for that guy. None of us doing social media would be here. Half this market probably, honestly, wouldn't be the way it was without him. So no matter what feelings you have, I am so thankful for what he did for me personally and what he did for all of us to be here doing what we're
Absolutely.
doing.
Absolutely. And I'm going to piggyback off of this. So, guys, for anybody that doesn't totally know what's really going on, there's certain peoples that founded all of this, and it's the whole reason that we can look around and see the things that we can see today, okay? There's a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff that nobody talks about. We're gonna bring Kevin McCurley in the equation too, guys, okay? You tell me, there's been an evolution in this, right?
Oh, absolutely.
So maybe somebody didn't do some things as we were learning and evolving, correct?
Oh, you want to like judge me like 30 years ago. Like,
dude!
Man, 30 years ago, don't judge me what I was doing 30 years ago.
Dude, we're not even talking about it. Here's what I'm getting at, guys. Nobody knows that these guys were a slave to this industry.
Oh my God.
Before it was an industry. Does anybody even know how to contact anyone in Africa? Does anybody know how to do that?
I do. When Dave Kaufman
I'm
goes.
not talking. You're not helping me.
Only when Dave Kaufman goes there. I can contact Dave when he's in Africa. Like,
we're not talking about us for a second. All right, guys, so here's what's going on. I got this. It's like this, guys. These guys hemorrhaged for all of us. And these guys have also bled for all of us. There is an evolution of the caveman turning the wheel from being a square into a circle. And if you don't know what that is...
And the solid truth
stage
is, guys,
right.
If you've been in this for like 10 years or more, 15 years or more, or starting to get into it, and you're going to sit there and tell me that you didn't come up watching Snake Bites TV, I'm just going to laugh because you're full of shit. All day.
All day.
I would go home on my lunch breaks and watch that. And he gave me, without ever meeting, I've met him since then, but I hadn't met that man when I first started. He was like, this thing up there was mythical, like dragon, you know?
I'm telling you. Yeah, dude.
And
he's the white elephant.
He gave me the confidence to do what I'm doing. So nothing but love for him, and I got to give that shout out because without him and a goofy ass Snake Bites TV and making things fun, there would never have been an Olympus Reptiles. Period. I mean, period, exclamation point. My whole business, I owe a debt of gratitude to Brian Barczyk. I don't know any other to say it.
That's it. There is nothing else to say.
But speaking of the throwback, I want to say something else. When you look behind us, man, this is what I love. Okay, I'm not even vending today, but seeing the show filled, seeing these snakes, seeing people come in, getting that animal in their hand, you know, it's such a different feeling than the online sales. And the online sales have a place. I'm not ripping the morph market. That needs to be a staple. But y'all, the weird virus is gone. We can come out in public again and look at this. Man, this is like 2017, and like. Things are selling, things are moving, and people are happy, and this makes my heart laugh. I get to hang out with people again, like this guy who is, by the way, you're the only dude I know more energetic and crazier than me. I love them, I do. So it's just great.
So I tell you what, we're over here and we're mouthy, guys. Everybody that watches this knows it. What's your?
I knew that was coming.
You need to get down.
I knew that was coming.
You're up on the stage playing with us.
You got an option. Either you start talking, or he's gonna kiss you on the cheek.
I'll start.
You just lost your option, baby.
I knew before I even had a second that was happening.
You lost that option.
Yeah, I did. You know, it's all good.
All of us, man.
I will say though, like something really, really exciting for me is Kansas isn't really seen as a big expo place,
Right.
and right over there are some sunsets.
Yeah, there is sunsets in the house today. Yeah.
And that is not something you see at many expos in general, but to have one here it's incredible.
And then there's Centennial over here, which you don't see a lot of. Like, you
Yeah.
gotta call that out.
And there's, and not even just ball pilots, you got some
You
ARIA.
got prettier, Steve.
Pardon.
Who you tell?
Yeah, rainbow boas and stuff like that. There's a lot of just unique stuff here too. It's just incredible.
Yeah, so it's great. I don't see any Crocs though.
We'll get there.
I'm so
We'll
lucky,
get there.
Just so lucky to be a part of this, guys. And none of you guys understand that, how much fun it is to be out here. And just a little spoiler, there's something around the corner, and we're going to show you guys how to do what we're doing so you guys can have these sensations. His route is different than my route, but both could be your route.
And that's the thing too, we talk about not everybody's gonna take the same path, and that's okay. There is more than one way to be successful at this. And that is very important to understand. You don't have to do it just my way or his way or anybody else's way. It's anybody's. You can do it in a lot of different ways. I mean, does anybody get in the comments that they can't hear us? I'm trying to project a little bit. What's that? They can hear us okay? Or they can't hear us?
Because if you can't hear me, I don't have a problem stepping it up, just the hair.
He does not at all. So what do you think of all this? I got to get to the lady really running the show. So you have to deal with this day in and day out. And he is the same guy when he's on camera that he's not, correct?
Yes. And he has been for the 21 years that we've been together.
So
And
she's
it's always
admitting
been the
how
same.
lucky she is. Thank you, everybody. And with that, we're done.
I wouldn't say lucky. We have made a few calls for some institutions for myself because clearly I'm insane.
Now, how do you deal with the constant? Because this dude is like a ball of energy. From day one, I envision Steve's days. He wakes up about 7 in the morning, jumps out of bed, fully dressed in green. It's like, hey, we're all ready to go. It's Steve. Let's go, ARIA. And then it's just all through, man, all day long. Like, how do you deal with that?
Actually, he gets up about 5 in the morning.
Okay.
I believe that.
And it is just, honestly, it's probably one of my favorite things about him is the high energy and the just go, 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 because we've built this, our side of stuff with no support outside of us.
I get that.
Until we got our following and got our family through the reptile community, there was not a lot of support. So him having that energy and bringing it is what has built us to where we are.
So blew life into all of it, right?
And it makes life so much fun because as you can see, I mean, I'm not a quiet person myself. I'm usually pretty up there and out
You can't be.
there, too.
If you were quiet, there's no way you could even survive with that.
Yeah.
You gotta have some of that to like, be able to be heard, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
and it's
absolutely.
good for our kids too because the high energy and this community itself has brought out a lot of my kids away from the typical kids picking on someone.
Yep.
And now they've got something else that's unique about them, and the kids want to know about it. And
Yep.
then they see Steve on videos, and they're like, "That's your dad."
Yeah.
And I tell you what, boy, that's the people that ask about it because they're like, yeah, that's my dad. That's my dad. He's walking down the hall of my school in his boxer shorts and some blinking bow tie.
I can see that actually. I
I can't wait for prom. Please ask my daughters on a date. Please. Please.
Do you have enough shovels or do I need to bring you some?
Dude, there's shovels across all 50 states. Please show up. I'm a little fella. You got a shot.
But you better drink a lot of 5-hour energy because you're gonna have to match this level of intensity. I'm telling you.
You're gonna make me cry anyways. Don't worry about it.
The other thing that really drew me to what you guys do was it's not just high energy, because there's other people who are high energy, but it's also positive energy. I never hear you say a bad thing about anybody. I never hear you rip anybody personally. I never hear you guys be down. And it's just always positive. I mean, I can't tell you how much I love that. And I think our hobby and our industry needs more of that energy.
When we first got into all of this, there was two incidences in particular that kind of showed the real negative side. And one of them was actually directed towards our son, who's autistic. And from there, it was just like, we can't allow this to happen. You're pushing away people that, even though they may be high functioning autism, there's certain things that they have going on with them that you could potentially push them out of this hobby, and it could be something very, very good for them.
And with high functional autism, there's a lot of research in animals too. But those go hand in hand. And it's a really good thing for the animals and for them.
And like with our son, whenever he's handling, because this animal, we do a lot of handling, so our snakes aren't going crazy, you know. And they move, but he's able to methodically move with them. They're not making all that extra noise and stuff. So he can concentrate, and it brings him back to a more level of homeostasis inside of his head that's always misfiring in some way, shape, or form. So it means something to us. And we love the animals for that.
And I just want to say thank you guys for bringing that, because I know it's out there. And I know there's other people that shy away from this hobby or shy away from jumping into it because of that negativity. So when you look and you see these other folks can be this positive, it's there. There are people like you in this hobby.
And we want you guys with us.
We do.
Don't look at it. Don't look at it weird. We are nothing without you guys. And you know, I'm sure Matt feels that way as well, but I speak strictly for ARIA Reptiles. Those jerseys say 99 because you guys are 99% of the push of why we're even here. I am 1%. I am nothing. I don't own ARIA. I work for ARIA. And I will always work for her and work for the Army. Always.
That's a great way of looking at it when you go with the community. Every time with our community, it's not just about me anymore.
No, it's not.
You know, it can't be, because if it's just about me, I'm not that cool. So I am not that interesting. It's going to crash eventually. So, thank you, Bob.
I still love you.
So much love in here. So, but what do you think about the show today? Because you're in this market more than I am. I am going to be, I'll tell you guys, look at them and give it to Steve. Post-June, actually post-July, because it's not even there. Some things change in my life for the good. And you're going to see me at more of these events. You're going to see me being more involved in these events, maybe even doing some vending and being all around. So just wait for that. But this guy right now is at everything. So what do you think about this show compared to, what have you seen in that circuit? Is it going big? Or?
So it's like you said earlier, I'm seeing new faces in the room than what I saw an hour ago, which, like I said, from talking to my friends, animals are moving, people are coming in and out. This is the best overall flow you can hope for, because you still have a slot to go down the middle.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm seeing more new breeders in this room than what I've seen since 2020, which means that there's new animals, new genetics, new bloodline. Dude, I'm stoked.
Yeah, I gotta tell you, it's stoked me today. Because I had at least 3 or 4 tables stop me and we talked to me and said, hey, you know, when I first got into it, I watched your videos. That's what gave me the confidence. I learned this from you, whether it was how to manage the money and make sure that the money you make from the snake stays with the snake, not in your pocket, or just giving me the confidence to do it. That blows my mind. Like, that made me feel so good. So I got to walk around here today and feel good that maybe we got to make some other people's lives better.
And you know what? I feel good because you wanted to come down and spend time next to me. So all BS aside, guys, I want it as much as anybody else does. So I'm honored and privileged to be sitting next to these guys.
Nah, it's all my privilege, man.
So it's all good, man. It's all love. And brother, that's all I've got. I want to go play some of it.
We do. We need to go look at some animals, some things we're going to kind of check out, walk around, say hi to a few more people. So we just want to jump on here and do a quick live, because I don't get to hang out with Steve. And again, one more time, shout out to Brian Barczyk. Do me a favor, man. Go on that dude's vlogs and comment what he means to you. There's a Facebook group start for that. He does
Kevin McCurley just opened up a group. It's like, oh, you have my phone. It's like,
I'll pull it up.
It's like taking care of Brian or whatever. And it's kind of an invite only, and there's like 2,000 people. Everybody needs to invite some people.
Yeah, I need to get on there.
You should. You should. It's good stuff.
Yeah, because but if you ever have met
Stay
Brian,
strong, Brian Barczyk.
That's it,
if you ever
guys.
met Brian or you know Brian, I'll tell you this. He reads those comments, man. And he takes what people say to heart. Sometimes maybe more than he should. So go on there and tell him how he's impacted you, how he's impacted your journey. and know that when you do that, he's going to see that whether somebody tells him about it, or reads it to him, or he reads it. I don't know, but it will make a difference for him. I promise you. And he's been so important for me. So I'm a little heartbroken he's going through
I am
that.
too, because honestly, I cried last night a little bit. We're just going to put it out there. I cried a little bit because I was afraid, and part of why I was afraid was I don't think everybody loves him as hard as what he deserves, even though he is very well loved. There's a lot of people that have never met him, and Lori, I can tell you this, Lori is probably sitting there reading him these messages right now. And guys, you never know how much you need it until you damn need it.
Yeah. And he does definitely care. He cares about the hobby.
It's true.
And it was especially like what really hit hard with me when he left that is he's so much passion for his animals.
He does.
I can't I could not imagine having that much passion and love and ideas I'd want to do and know that there's potentially a shorter time limit than I originally thought. When you think about all those projects and dreams that he has and can do, and the potential that he's not going to be able to see his dreams fully realizes. That's hard.
And the funny thing about Brian is people think, oh, you turn the camera on and he puts on this persona. You know, they kind of like, oh, Steve can't leave it. Well, Steve's really
No. Steve's just Steve. I've seen him picking up rats, and he acts the same way.
Brian's the same way. I remember showing him an animal in Florida that people else never produced, and we took it over and we showed it to him, hey, check out, look for cool stuff for your vlog. And he's jumping around, bouncing around like, you know, it's like you haven't seen it before. And all of that same thing you see with no camera on, there's Brian Barczyk. The same damn Brian Barczyk you see on camera to the TV. So like, he is, what you see is really him. It's not a fake, it's not a lie, that is him. And the guy's worked hard the same thing for us. So that's that.
And you know, it's exactly what you just said.
Hey,
Yeah.
pizza's here.
But hey, thank you so much, Nathan. Great show.
By the way,
man.
that's the guy who runs the show.
Yeah, great show.
Guys.
Great show. And if we didn't say the names of the Show Me Snake show, I think we did, but
Look at that. You know what that is, ladies and
That's
gentlemen?
Ninja Turtle food.
No, you're wrong. This right here is a respect pizza, and I respect the hell out of the fact we're going to eat it.
you know what else it is?
Lunchtime.
I think it's how we sign off.
I do too.
We love you guys, but by God, I didn't get this fat not eating pizza.
And you know what? I'm trying to get fatter. So hey, thanks everybody. We love you. We will see you soon. For everybody on ARIA, we'll be doing a US Arc auction real quick here. Your boy decided to pop one off, so stay tuned, and I best see you guys in the threads. Peace!
For buying on YouTube.
I'm out.
Tonight we'll get on Patreon and do a live. Caleb and I will when we get back home to the Reptile House and share the newest egg. So we'll catch you all next time.
How do I shut this thing off?
You just hit stop. Like
Nobody wants to stop. Let it go.
I didn't want to.